back at the shop, and we need to finish up because everything's connected, but I can't quite drive her. Her alignment is all fucked up. So, with that said, I'm gonna try to tweak up the alignment a little bit, so at least I'll be able to drive to my alignment guy who does the drift alignments for me. Other than that, maybe tweak a few stuff there and see what else I can get done for now. I don't want to break anything down yet again until I figure out everything else that I did in the front is situated perfectly. Then I can work on the rear. So, yeah, there's people out there that just do the whole thing at once, but how the hell are you going to notice the difference in things if you just do it all at once, or what goes wrong? So, with that said, yeah, it's time to work on this bad boy. She's looking pretty clean right there. I can't wait to do that side. Once I get this side done with the whole wiring situation. Who knows, maybe I might do that today. I don't know. At this point, I'm just talking. And if you haven't noticed, I'm using my fucking cell phone to fucking record because I left my GoPro. And I'm not going back home to go get it just to do that. So, I will be just recording clips of it being done. Meaning, when it's done. No time lapse, no nothing. Sorry. So by the time I smack you in the face, it'll be an update. Alright, back at the phone. Again, with the phone. Anyways, got her up, started tweaking the alignment a little bit just to get her, you know, straightened out to be able to drive to, you know, my alignment guy. So, this side, pretty decent. I'll see when I bring her down. You know, but now I still gotta do this side. Can you tell what the problem is? So just need to finish up this side here, and then I'm gonna go for a little drive around the block, and if it feels fine, I'm gonna take her back home because I don't feel like spending money on Uber to go home. So she is a registered vehicle, so might as well drive her. And it's not that bad out today. Let's continue. So now I got the alignment sort of straightened out. There's a little toe out there on both sides, but that's okay. But at least it wasn't cockeyed as before. So I'm gonna test drive this bad boy to see if I can at least drive it, because I'm only 10 minutes away from my own house, and my alignment guy, he's actually around the corner from my crib. So, let's go for a little test drive. See what the outcome is. I'm a little nervous, but let's do it. Round two. Okay, it's a lot better than before so far. Test drive, she did pretty good. So now what I'm gonna do is put in the fans, strap them in temporarily for now until the shroud gets in, put the hood, and take her home with me because I need to get an alignment. So the alignment is dialed in enough for me to go home and take it to my guy, who is the alignment guy. So we're gonna get that started. So let's do that. All right, now she's back on. So it's good to see her back to normal, kind of. Still got to put on the side guards here. I'm gonna make them out of aluminum sheet. But she's there and she's angry with her little eyes. Pretty cool. Pretty cool, pretty cool, pretty cool. Alright, the fan is in. Body parts are on. I'm gonna take her to my other guy who can do a bolt check for me too. And an alignment, a proper alignment. So I need to get that started.
Alright, now that you guys are back, that was a bit of an update. I ended up doing the eyeball alignment, and as you can tell, it is kind of driving straight, but the wheel is on tweak. So now that I am feeling a little better, I'm gonna end up taking this car for an alignment. I have some goodies that came in the mail as well that I can start putting in, and it's driving me nuts. If you can't hear it by now, my exhaust is rattling like crazy. So at this point, I am dying to fucking get a new exhaust, new hangers, so I'm gonna get that done. Right now I'm on my way to the shop. So yeah. Enjoy the ride. Made it home, Smurfette. Looks like before I put the car in, I'm gonna clean up. So let's do that first. I'll be back. Now that she's in here, a few stuff that I need to get done. I want to change the front tires, put the rears to the front, and then use my dummy tires so I can get around town. I didn't want to wear around these tires. I want to use them for drifting, so we're going to do that first. Then I also have a new goodie, which is in that box right there. Maybe we'll put that in. We'll see what that's about. Pretty much I'm not feeling well, so I just wanted to clean up a little bit. As you can tell, it's a little cleaner. And pretty much swap the tires since I'm going to be using this car to get back and forth in town for a little bit. And I need to get her alignment this week. So I'm going to get that started. Please excuse the stuffy nose. Let me turn on the light in here to get it brighter. We need some brightness up in here. Alright guys, let me show you what's in this goodie. Okay, let's put this to the side. got me, whew, God, this sickness. Alright, got me some fan shrouds with some fans, new ones. They're a lot bigger than what I have right now. What I really needed was the shroud itself, but it came with the fan, so might as well. Pretty affordable, okay quality, but for what it is, it's gonna do what it gotta do. And it looks pretty good. So, might be putting this on as well. Bring you guys with me. Alright. I'm gonna save that box to put that radiator. Don't forget, guys, if I can get 200 subscribers, I'm giving that away. Alright? So, it's gonna be a giveaway. So, start spreading the word. Start sharing some of my videos. You know, like, comment, subscribe. I'm trying to get more subscribers. So, as soon as I hit 200, I'll be doing a giveaway. As soon as I reach 250, I'm gonna do another giveaway, which are rotors. So these are all extra parts that I have that I don't need. So instead of selling them, I might as well do a giveaway. That means it's free. You guys can win it and sell it, win it, or use it. Don't matter. Alright? I'm gonna put that in the box as well. So at least we don't need to touch that no more or damage it or anything. Alright. Now what I'm gonna do is put in the shroud. And then after I put in the shroud, I'm going to swap the tires around so I can put on those guys. Those are the guys I usually use to drive around. Those are what I use to go drifting with. I figure I'll put them on to see how it feels and see how what rubbing situation and stuff. If you notice, I am rubbing here. So I'm going to need to do some camber on that bad boy. Other than that, let's get started. Alright. So what I noticed is that this kit came with no bolts to put onto my aftermarket intercooler. So what I did was took two of the bolts that came with it. These actually fit in here pretty smooth. As I say smooth, it doesn't want to go in, right? Okay. So what I'm going to do is take 4 of these from that fan shroud. Use that to mount it there. I have smaller bolts that can tie into this to secure it where it was. So I can actually remove that now, and it's in there now, okay? So that's what it was before. So I'm gonna mount it there. I'll keep these on here. All right, I just need to take 2 from the bottom, 2 from the bottom. I'll keep the tops on there, and then I can use those bolts to mount the whole entire thing to that intercooler. So I need to do that first. Because they happen to be exact size, so I couldn't really get in there without removing what you see I removed. But she's in there. I learned my lesson. Next time I put in a radiator, I might as well just put the fan attached to it and then put it all in at once. But it's pretty close to the sway bars too. They're kind of like literally almost touching. So what I'm gonna do is loosen up this bolt so I can swing this in there so it can look nice and clean. Change the tires, and then we Audi 5000, I guess. That took a lot longer than I expected. Learned my lesson. Definitely put in the shroud, attach it to the radiator before you even put the whole thing back in there. Fortunately, I had the radiator already in there, and trying to squeeze the shroud,
in there wasn't working out. But I got it done. It looks good. Unfortunately, I'm sorry for the lighting in here right now because I got the car facing the other way. But as you can see, get a knock in here, clean off some of this coolant residue that we got going on here. But everything is back on. If you noticed, it's in there with new fans. These fans are actually a little bigger than my old ones, so they're actually, they're kind of touching the sway bar. But I think the way I'm going to solve that problem is taking this radiator and wedging it against here or tucking it a little bit under here, which gives me more clearance up front. But that's going to be a much, much later project when I need to take the coolant system out apart when I do the reroute. But I wanted to get that in, might as well since I have it. Now, these are the old fans. They work perfectly fine, so I'm just going to save them just in case. You know, the 12 volt, 80 watt. What can I do? Just save them, extra parts. Alright, if anyone wants them, shoot me an offer if you're in the Jersey area. Okay? I guess I can clean them off and everything while I'm at it. But that's going to go into the extra spare parts. Sometime in the next month or so, I'm going to start looking into trying to fit these fender ends. I got 8 fenders here. I didn't know what kind of size or, you know, kind of look I wanted to go with. And I'm thinking about buying another set of fender flares because I can't decide what kind of look. I'm not trying to be like all the other Miatas out there. So maybe I might have to blend like 2 different body pit parts or something and see what happens. But plenty of extra parts there. Alright. So that's set. I can crank her over. And then, yeah. I want to change the wheels. I want to put those in the front because they've always been in the front and they actually could clear the fenders. And put these away for now and put on those. So let's do that and then we're done for the day. And this one is a short vid because I originally did not want to come here to work on the car. I wanted to come here to drop it off and clean up the shop. But sure enough, my urges just keeps calling me and I can't seem to not come here and not touch the car. Alright, we're pretty much done for the day. I originally came here to clean up and to leave the car and drop off some parts that I ordered. I ended up putting in the fan shroud with the new fans, swapping out my tires because getting around town with those sticky ones, I don't want to wear them down, so put on some BS's. And yeah, I'm going to pretty much order more parts that I need for the rear end. As soon as I get the front end aligned completely, I'm going to go and start working on the rear end. New bushings, new mounts, pretty much what I did in the front, but for the rear. So, comment, like, subscribe. Thanks for supporting.